Hi, students. Dr. Cohen here. I am going to be going over the service learning project video group presentation. And there is a document up on Folio that you can look at that describes what is required for this video presentation. But I'm just going to go ahead and screen share so you can have a look at this. Okay. So let's go on over here. So for your service learning project, you are going to create a single video with the findings of your evaluation. You're going to record it. You're going to upload it. My recommendation, what I like to do with my videos is I upload them to my YouTube channel, and then I can just send a link. So you'll send a link to me. This is one for each group. So not individual presentations. So if you have multiple people in your group, you're all going to have to go to the same Zoom room and then present that way. And you might want to do a few practice ones if you've never done this before, but that's the way that you can do it. The reason I would like you to upload it to YouTube is just because these videos tend to be fairly large. Sending me it as an upload to Folio or as an email attachment, it's just too big for that. Okay, so that's what I would say. And you can see that there are certain parts of the presentation that you need to include. An overview of the program that was evaluated. And by the way, you should be able to pull most of this from the report. Your evaluation questions. So what questions are you asking? What would be an effective way to evaluate this program? What are some of the current trends with regards to the needs of older adults and low-income individuals in these 9 counties? Just trying to think of some of the questions. So the questions are going to vary depending on your project. The process for the evaluation. So even if you were just designing an evaluation plan, if you were doing a needs assessment, say what you did. Then the next thing is stakeholders. Here I'm talking about basically who's affected by the program. So if you think about what you've been reading in the text, you should get some really clear guidance on this, but it's things like the people that run the program, the people that work for the program, the potential clients or the clients themselves, maybe the client's family members, but also, the funders and that kind of thing. So who are these people within the organization? Challenges and successes are about the process that you went through. So what were some of the challenges that you faced? So if you had trouble just getting your group together, or you had trouble reaching someone who was one of the folks connected with the organization you were evaluating, or whatever those challenges were, trying to determine who's going to do what piece of the project, right? Those are the challenges. Successes are the things that worked well. What worked well for you? And then the results. So basically, this is kind of what you're handing over to the community partners. So what what kinds of information did you provide? It's not going to be that detailed because remember, this is a presentation that you're doing. You don't want to be too detailed in the findings because your community partners will have your report to look at in more detail. And then the last thing, which is a little different than the report, is correlation with course content. So you have to talk about how this relates to at least a few of the things that you learned about in class. Okay, so let me just see. I think that's it. Now, my recommendation is you record this. I'm recording this right now over Zoom. If you do record it over Zoom, there is a way to screen share just the way I just did so that you can have a look at the overview of the assignment, but you can also screen share a PowerPoint if you want to create one. And the idea would be if multiple people speak, which I assume they would, you know, each of you did a different part of the report and different efforts. So you can kind of decide who's going to talk about what. So when you record it, you just record each of the people speaking. If you go to record over Zoom, you're given two options. The first one is to record on this computer, and the other one is to record on the cloud. If you use the Zoom that you have access to in Folio, which I guess I should probably just show you where that is. See if I can get back to where I started. Okay, so when you log into My Georgia Southern, okay, so this is logging into My Georgia Southern, and you'll go all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see here it says Zoom. So you click on Zoom, and then you log in. Now, I can't log in now because I'm already in and obviously here, but you can host a meeting, and you could say host with video on. So one of you will need to start the room and send the links to someone else. Anyway, when you're done, it will produce a video. If you ask it to produce it over the cloud, what will happen is you'll probably get an email saying your video is ready and you can link to it. But oh, let me go back here. But if you the other thing is if you record, you see right here it says recordings. So these are the recordings. And right now I should have some in here. There we go. So these are recordings of things that I've done, and you can go click on that and you can see, you can download. It says 3 files. This is the shared screen with the speaker view. This is audio only, and this is the transcript, but you're going to want to share the video. So that's the one you download. Okay, so that's if you do the recordings, and I will tell you, it takes a little while. I don't know how long, maybe an hour tops for it to convert and get up there, but you should get an email when it's finished. If you record on your computer itself, I would recommend that you only do that if you're using a laptop or a desktop computer, but you should be able to find it. There's usually a file that's called Zoom, and then you look for it according to the date. So that's how you find the presentations. And you can look at the course schedule to find out when it's due. If you have any questions at all, do let me know. Okay, this is the overview of creating the presentation for both me and for your partners. Your community partners. Just one last thing, which is the grading. I showed you the rubric, but you will, as a group, get 1 grade, and everybody in the group will get a single grade for the presentation. So it's not an individual assignment. The group report I will grade based on what sections of the report you provided. So make sure you label the section so I know who wrote what section in order to grade it. Okay, that's it. Thank you.